Today, we are going to tell you some paranormal activities that may happen to you.
I remember that I went out with my brother and some friends to downtown. And then when we were there visiting some place and deciding where to go, we decided to go to cemetery that was close to where we were and we really wanted to go. Then we went and when we were close, we saw that the cemetery was closed and we chose not to went and both two friends trusted or went inside since we had already arrived and we didn't wanted that the visit was a Ponle pausa.
This used to happen to me last month. It was a normal day. I was coming home after school and went to my room. I did my everyday routine and when I was going to sleep, I heard a weird noise coming downstairs. I went to see if there was something wrong. I saw nothing and I served some cereal. I finished eating and went upstairs again. When I entered my room, I saw the curtains opened, which was weird because I always leave them closed. That wasn't all. Then I noticed that some gym weights that I left on the ground moved and the spoon that I used to weigh I ate fell to the ground. So I was scared and called my mom very afraid.
I'm going to tell you a strange story that happened to me 5 years ago. I was going back to my house around of 10 in the morning and when I arrived I was very tired and I went to bed and so suddenly the blender started making noise and got scared because I was alone in my house. Then I went to the kitchen and looked and at that time there was nothing and I approached and disconnected the blender. The moment I turned around to return to my room, the blender returned to my room the sound, even, even though I had already disconnected and that scared me a lot.
This happened to me last year when I was sleeping. I usually used to go to bed at 2 a.m. or so. One day I went to sleep and somehow I wake up and I was hearing some weird noises outside. So I went to see at the window and I saw nothing. I was going to wake up my mom, but I thought it was silly, so I went to sleep again. When I heard the weird noise again, I was going to look to the window again when my dog started to bark, and I ignored it. Then I went to look to the window and I saw that a girl was walking alone with a white dress and then started to scream. I was so scared and went to sleep with my mom. I used to think that paranormal things didn't exist, but now I believe that it can happen.
When I was 8 years old, my aunt died and loved her very much. My mom and my grandmother never told me that happened to her. We just stopped going to visit her and I didn't understand why. On YouTube, one day I saw her in my house and I told my grandmother. She didn't tell me that my aunt had died, so she just told me that she wasn't here and told that she was. So told to my aunt to show her. She moved the curtains even though the windows were closed.
When I was little, one time my cousin come to sleep at my house. They were 9 years old and I had 11 years. They put their things outside my house, where the pool and the terrace. I went to sleep. I turned off all the lights in the house moving the text discard. And they started crying and they had to sleep in my bedroom. We fell asleep and I got up at 2:35 in the morning. I raised half of my body and when I opened my eyes, I saw a white silhouette sitting on the tip of my bed. Saw him scared and when I saw it, I quickly wiped my eyes and when I looked again, there was nothing and opened and a strong wind come in. That day I was very scared and asleep with my parents.
One night, a few months ago, I was in my bedroom watching a movie with my brother. And everything it was okay until we start hearing noise outside my bedroom. So we were really scared. And so we decided to go outside to saw what it was going on outside. And at the moment that we left the room, we saw a black shadow. So we were really scared. At that moment, we decided to go to and woke up our parents. But at the moment that they went outside of the bedroom, they didn't see anything. So the only people that saw this shadow was my brother and I, and we were really scared.